schools have now started saying, what do you call yourself, Mr. Sultan of Sokoto, the Nigerian Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs? Benny, your Islamic affair or no Islamic affair, or whether you are the leader of, they want this one, they gave you the title of the leader of all Muslims in Nigeria. But I feel like say, you the mad, you are the leader of the Muslims in northern Nigeria, you Okoja, what do you call that place? Sokoto, Katsina, northern Kaduna, part of Adamawa, part of Borno, then come back to part of Niger. Alaye, your Sultan or Sultan of Sokoto for Muslim, Munko, you know, rich Yoruba land. Respect yourself. Respect yourself.
Hello, guys, my people. There is nothing we will not see in this country. Sharia law has come to stay in Yoruba land. Yes, they are saying no, they do not want. But have you read the letter that Sultan of Sokoto wrote to the Yorubas, telling them that they will, giving them reasons why they must build Sharia law and courts in the Yoruba land? I've never seen this type before, forcing people to believe in what they do not want to believe in. Because tell me please, Yoruba is made up of Muslim and Christians. Now, instituting Sharia law in Yoruba land is not going to cause confusion, because it is understandable in the north where majority of people there are Muslims. But putting it on Yoruba, even the Yoruba Muslims say they do not want. They say they do not want. The Christians self say they do not want it. They did not want it around Yoruba. 99% of Yorubas said they do not want the Sharia law and court. Yet the Sultan of Sokoto has written a long letter stating why Sharia law must be in Yoruba land. Like he is insisting. He's insisting, and Yorubas are also resisting. Hey, nothing will not. You see the problem of this Muslim ticket. Yes, people said it that I say there is problem in this thing. It has not happened before. If the president is a Muslim, the vice president by default should be a Christian, because it is too. Nigeria is not a Muslim. You can't call Nigeria a Muslim country. You can't call it a Christian country. It accepts so many. It has so many religions. The majority of it is Christian and Muslim. Now, why does it seem like the Muslim, the northern Muslim, yes, are now forcing the Sharia law on the Western? Now, so you go. Very soon now, you will hear they want to build it in the East too. Hey, Wahala. The Yorubas say they do not want it. Yes, they keep saying that they do not want Sharia law. Yeah, including the Muslim Yorubas, they say they do not want it. But the Sultan of Sokoto said they must have it. And the president is not saying anything. The vice president is not saying anything. They are Muslims. What do you expect? What do you expect? Have you seen how this thing has affected everybody? Now, during election, this is why you should never put sentiment in electing a leader. This is the reason. Now, I'm going to play you a video of what a Yoruba person has to say concerning this. Listen.
So the Sultan of Sokoto has released a statement, because in Nigeria, the Sultan of Sokoto is believed to be the leader of all Muslims in Nigeria by the settings, by the arrangement. So, and because they are the ones who kind of wrote the Nigeria Constitution, they ensured that for more than 40 times, Sharia was mentioned in Nigeria 1999 Constitution as amended now. All right? So the point that Nigeria is a country where they have two laws, one for the North and one for the rest of us in Nigeria. So the idea of pushing for Sharia in criminal and penal code of Yoruba land has been resisted. So in the last few weeks, they sponsored some Islamic fanatics in Yoruba land to begin to push the idea that Sharia must be established in Yoruba land, apart from the normal, customary and conventional courts for everybody. According to the proponent of this Sharia, what have you, in Oyo State, they wanted to start what they call the Sharia courts. And in Lagos State, they want a Sharia court. Across Yoruba land, they want Sharia court. But they have met a serious resistance from the majority of Yorubas, including Yoruba Muslims, who are saying that in Yoruba land, the Muslims, the Christians, and the other religions, they are coexisting under the the current existing penal code as well as the criminal code of Nigeria. There is no religious court in any part of Yoruba land, not like the northern Nigeria, where they have Islamic courts called Sharia courts. They also have Islamic police called Isba police, in northern Nigeria. And, from the experience, a lot of us from the southern part of Nigeria have become, especially the southwest, we have seen the damages, of using the political Sharia in Nigeria, where the criminal politicians from northern part of Nigeria are allowed to loot. They are allowed to commit all kinds of crimes, including drug abuse, alcohol abuse, and what have you. But the poor people have become the victims. They have been those, their Sharia law has been somehow like forced on. We have seen them sentence people to death. They have sentenced the people to have their hands chopped off. They have sentenced people to public lashing. We have seen them threaten people. We have also seen their mob, in the name of Allah, burn somebody to death, beheaded the other, or stone somebody to death in the name of blasphemy. So all this kind of thing today, they have made us, especially in Yoruba land, to say no. And saying no is not because the Yorubas are not acceptance or they are intolerance of Islam. No. So this is what they have been pushing. So their Sultan of Sokoto released this statement. Let me read it in parts. Okay? They call it live and let live, according to the Sultan of Sokoto. So in part, he said, give me a second. The Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, under the leadership of its President General and the Sultan of Sokoto, His Eminence Mohammed Sahad Abubakar, CFR, is particularly disturbed about the high state of intolerance and disregard for the rights of Muslims. You didn't hear him? He said, especially in the southern part of the country, the most recent of this is the development emanating from Ekiti State, where the effort of the Muslim community to set up an independent Sharia arbitration panel was met with unwarranted resistance and objections from both political and traditional quarters. This is coming barely a few weeks after the announcement on the inauguration of a Sharia panel in Oyo State, generated unnecessary anxiety, thereby leading to its indefinite postponement. The independent arbitration panel, which is a voluntary platform designed solely for the resolution of civil and marital disputes among consenting Muslims, was to fill the inexplicable vacuum created by the failure of the political elite in southwestern Nigeria to establish Sharia courts, as allowed by the Nigerian Constitution in southwestern states, despite the huge population of Muslims in the region. This is the Sultan of Sokoto inciting Islamic Wahala in Yoruba land. Are you following? This and other cases, such as the denial of the right of female students to wear the hijab, despite a Supreme Court judgment, are nothing but calculated attempts to prevent Muslims in the region from practicing their faith. Are you hearing that now? There are people are saying that no to Sharia. The Sultan of Sokoto said it is to prevent the Muslims in the region from practicing their faith. Sultan of Sokoto is inciting Islamic war in Yoruba land. You follow? Said meanwhile, arbitration and the Sharia Court of Appeal, just like the customary Court of Appeal, which all of them are provided for in the 1999 Constitution as amended of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, see Section 275, confirming the legality of both initiatives. The NSCIA strongly supports the establishment of independent Sharia arbitration panel in Ekiti and Oyo. Ogun killed this Sultan of Sokoto for the purpose so intended, especially where the Muslims in the state have been denied their constitutional right to a Sharia court of appeal in all the states of the southwestern Nigeria. The council cannot find any legal jurisdiction for the unnecessary alarm and unwarranted resistance all the states in the north have Sharia courts, and some, in addition, have customary courts. The council calls on the governors and traditional authorities in the southern part of the country, particularly the southwest, to ensure that the constitutional rights of Muslims in their respective domains are preserved and protected. While others are allowed to live, Muslims should also be let live. You see now, this is what the Ronukus have been reacting to. Say now, Ogun go kill this Sultan of Sokoto. Alaye Sultan of Sokoto, what do you mean that the Muslims are not being allowed to practice their religion? Shebi Sharia is for Muslim, abi? Customary court, did they tell you that customary court is a Christian court, abi na Babalawo court? It is the local traditional court where the disputes about marriage, about land and what have you are settled, right? Do you see the problem now? Yorubas were not invited to the drafting of 1999 constitution. Igbos were never invited. Southern Nigeria, Northern Nigeria were never invited. Fulanis selected the people that would write them in their midst of their elite to set up a constitution, and they forced it on the rest of us in 1999. Since then, it has been cut and paste constitution, most plastered, edited, fake constitution in the history of Nigeria since 1999. Oh, the Yorubas did not vote for 1999 constitution. The Igbos did not vote for 1999 constitution. Those who put Sharia inside it, what they are practically saying is that according to the law of Nigeria, normal, you get, there must be Sharia court in the east. There must be Sharia court in the middle belt. There must be Sharia court all over Nigeria. Anywhere you see Muslim, there must be Sharia court for them. They cannot use the same court as others because they are Muslims. They have their own set rules, set laws, and therefore they must be allowed because under their freedom of religion. There is nothing that says that they have to set up the Babalawo's court. There is nothing in that constitution that says that they must set up a Christian court. But there is something there that said that they must set up Sharia courts as well as customary courts in Nigeria. Now, those who drafted that nonsense constitution, right? They practically had the Northern Nigeria in mind because they know that they will ask for Sharia because they claim to be Muslims, Islamic in the north. The southern part of Nigeria is expected to have customary courts. Here you get now. But what the Sultan of Sokoto is saying is that according to your constitution, that Sharia court they didn't say specifically that it must be for the north. It says there must be Sharia court across Nigeria. That is where the Ronukus have now started saying, what do you call yourself, Mr. Sultan of Sokoto? The Nigerian Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs. Benny, your Islamic affair or no Islamic affair, or whether you are the leader of, this one, they gave you the title of the leader of all Muslims in Nigeria. Baba, if I say, you the mad, you are the leader of the Muslims in northern Nigeria, and you, Okoja, what do you call that place? Sokoto, Katsina, northern Kaduna, part of Adamawa, part of Borno, then come back to part of Niger. Alaye, your Sultan or Sultan of Sokoto for Muslim, Munko, you know reach Yoruba land. Respect yourself. Respect yourself.
Guys, you have heard it too. He said Yorubas do not want Sharia law. And I've heard so many Yorubas still saying it, that they do not want Sharia law. Why are they still persisting? I do not know. What is Yorubas going to do concerning this? Because with the authority that he wrote this letter, without fearing anybody, and with the fact that the top government is not saying anything since this issue started, are you sure that Yorubas are going to resist this? Are you sure that Yorubas are going to win this? Yes, because if they come with full force, like if they come in mass, and you know how they behave, if they come with full force and say that this thing has come to stay, what will the Yorubas do? That means like that everybody has become a member of the Sharia, both the Christian part of it too and the Yoruba part of it. People were saying this at the initial stage of this election. That's something. Have you seen it now? Anyway, we will know who is going to win, whether the Yorubas are going to win it or the Sultan of Sokoto is going to win it. And finally, there will be a Sharia law in the whole of Western region, we will know what happened. Guys, please, if you're Yoruba and if you are in support of this, if you're in support of, let it not be like we are speaking for everybody. State it in the comment section. If you know that you are not in support of this, also state, because the best place that you will air your opinion and it will be heard or seen is social media. You cannot see these people face to face. They cannot see you. Put it in the comment section how you feel about this. Raise your voice, open your mouth. This one is not because Igbos, once it is them, they have already started talking. Say something in the comment section. And also don't forget to share this video for enlightenment so that people will know what is going on. Thank you so much.